The sound of a howling wolf. It's often viewed as a frightening and even ominous sign, but to many animal experts, it's music to their ears. Over the past decade, wolves have been making a comeback in Washington state, so much that the State Department of Fish and Wildlife is planning on eventually delisting them from the endangered species list.
There are a lot of places in Washington that do support native species, and it's our job to recover those species and manage them because they belong here.
Julia Smith is DFW's wolf coordinator.
We're at the front lines of recovery here in Washington state.
She says the numbers in our state's wolf population are gradually increasing, and at least one of the 27 packs has been seen moving westward.
And in 2018's last population survey, that there was the first pack ever documented west of the Cascade Crest since the extirpation of wolves in the 1930s.
And while advocates and the State Department of Fish and Wildlife are excited about this comeback, not everyone shares their optimism. Ranchers in eastern Washington have long opposed allowing wolves to repopulate, fearing their effects on livestock. And of course, there's the general human fear of these animals, largely thanks to the way that they've been portrayed in pop culture.
Another misconception is that wolves are dangerous to people. When wolf attacks are virtually unheard of, they're incredibly rare.
Like everywhere else in the world, Washington has a fragile ecosystem, and wolves are an important part of adding balance.
Wolves are a component of the ecosystem. Again, they may have been absent for decades, but that doesn't mean that they were not part of how our flora and fauna of Washington state developed, and doesn't mean that they're not an important part of it now.
And while the debate over whether wolves are beneficial or harmful to our environment continues, Smith says the simple act of listening to all points of view is going to play a huge role in the outcome, as well as eventually in coexisting with these animals in our state.
In my own experience, I've been most transformed by speaking with people from all sides of this debate and really hearing them and really trying to understand their perspective and trying to honor their perspective. And that's what we'll have to do in order to make wolf recovery work.
For Northwest Now Digital First, I'm Chris Anderson.